guitar?
No? Hello, I'm Stuart Neville, crime writer by day, guitar bother by night. I've been a bad boy. I promised myself, I promised my wife, more importantly, I wasn't going to buy any more guitars for quite some time. But then, PMT, Professional Music Technology, a chain of UK guitar sellers, music shops, sent me an email last week with some reduced, used guitars, second-hand guitars, and there was one in particular that was just a good price, and a guitar I'd been kind of hankering after for a while, and I couldn't say no. So here it is. It's not a Taylor. That's just the box that sent it, but it is an acoustic guitar. Now, what I don't know as part of this unboxing is whether or not they included the case that would have come with the guitar when it was new. So that's the first thing we're going to find out. My handy box opener. Let's have a good hack at this. Let's see. Ooh. Yes, they included the case. That's a good start. Lots of packaging as well. Can you tell what it is yet? It's a Larrivee. I love Larrivee guitars. Best value acoustic guitar on the market for my money. Comparable quality to Taylor, comparable quality to Martin, but a lot less expensive. Shall we get on the workbench and have a look? Let's have a look-see, shall we? For those of you that don't know, because Larrivee are kind of under the radar brand. Quite often they're were originally Canadian. Jean Larrivee, the owner of the company, founder of the company, is French Canadian, and the guitars were originally made in, I think, Montreal. I could be wrong on that, but they've since moved to America. I'm not actually sure where this one is made. It should tell me on the label. Let's see what kind of guitar it is. The case looks in pretty good nick. Hasn't done much travelling by the look of things. Ooh. It's a 12 string. I've never owned a 12 string. Always wanted one, never had one. And this came up at a really, really silly low price. I couldn't believe quite how cheap it was. So I just had to snap it up. Have a quick once over. Everything looks in good order. There's more, because I can see a bit of a mark on top of the headstock there. Nothing drastic. So it's the model is a Larrivee L-03 12. L is the Larrivee proprietary body shape. It's kind of like a concert size, or that sort of modern shape of guitar that Taylor do as well. Solid Sitka spruce top. What's described as mahogany back and sides. I suspect it's probably sapelli. Well, an actual mahogany. But even so, it looks like a nice piece of wood. Maple binding. Quite a slim neck. It's a one-piece neck, so it's not a stacked heel joint. It's a, you can see that, it's just a single piece of wood for the neck. And headstock. There are no wings. No, I tell a lie, there are wings glued onto the headstock. So a little bit of a mark there. So a couple of little marks, nothing drastic. There's no sign of the top bellying, which can be an issue with 12-string guitars. The neck seems very straight. Sighting down, everything looks in order there. So initial inspection, all looks good. Massively out of tune. So I think maybe pause the video till we get this thing tuned and give a quick idea what it sounds like. Hee. So we're giving this guitar a little bit of a tune up. Things are looking pretty good. I have to say. I'm quite pleased with this so far. Like I said, I didn't pay a lot of money for this guitar. I got it really quite cheap, very, very cheap, considering what these retail for new. Upon investigation, this is actually made in the original Vancouver Larrivee factory rather than California. I have a Larrivee OM40R guitar we've had for a few years, which I'll pop on screen now, which was made in California. This guitar made in Canada, but the actual construction isn't dissimilar at all, apart from this guitar having mahogany back and side solid, whereas my other Larrivee is rosewood. As I say, this is part of the 03 recording range, the L body shaped 12 string. Inspection, tuning and so on shows no issues, no rattly braces, nothing to be concerned about at all so far. Slight mark just here, another just here, very minor, the only two problems I can find so far. I have to say, it plays beautifully, really lovely, very low action. It's been very, very well set up by the previous owner. The nuts cut just exactly right. The saddle's been, it's actually a replacement saddle. The original saddle's in the case, I discovered. So they put in a lower saddle, but not too low. It's just the right height to give a nice playable action, which you need in a 12 string because there's more string to push down, obviously. And the case isn't good, Nick. We've got the original truss rod wrench, bits and bobs, certificates, all the literature that came with the guitar when it was new, which is nice. So all in all, I'd say that's a good price. Sound wise, this is as it came out of the kit. All I've done is tune it, no fiddling whatsoever, same strings that were on it. I think it sounds pretty damn good. Bit of Led Zepp for you. Maybe some David Bowie. Andy Warhol. What about Ziggy Stardust? Very nice, very pleased, very, very happy indeed, I have to say, for really an absolute steal of the price. So yeah, big thanks to Professional Music Technology in Cardiff, who shipped this out very, very quickly for me. Unfortunately, it had to stay in Birmingham for a few days thanks to Brexit. And the complications of getting shipped to Northern Ireland, but yeah, fantastic guitar, fantastic price. Larrivee stuff, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's just the quality is so good, so good. Right up there with Martin Taylor, the very best acoustic makers, but significantly cheaper, even when new. So hopefully the next few days I'm going to get some strings. I've no setup to do this guitar whatsoever. It's so well set up. All I have to do is put some new strings on it, and I'll do a proper demo in the next few days. Hopefully get that online as well. So next time.